Today we're embarking on a series of episodes where we make traditional American holiday foods, quintessential holiday foods. Now all these recipes come from Amelia Simmons's 1796 cookbook, American Cookery. The recipes that we'll be covering over the next several episodes will all build together to make a wonderful holiday feast. Thanks for joining us today on 18th Century Cooking with James Townsend and Son. We're starting our meal off with a dish that will take the longest for preparation. We're going to be cooking two different birds today for the purposes of this video, so we can show a couple of different techniques. Amelia Simmons talks about trussing and hanging a bird. Well, we're going to be cooking a turkey, the smallest turkey we could find, about 10 pounds, but he's still too big really to hang. So we're going to cook him in the tin kitchen. And for the hanging bird, we're going to use a small chicken. Amelia Simmons suggests stuffing the bird first. I do not suggest that unless you're highly experienced at getting that stuffing to cook. So what we're going to do is follow her recipe, but we're going to make a savory bread pudding in a future episode. Amelia Simmons uses a very simple technique of roasting the bird over the fire by dangling it from a string. But first, we need to truss the bird. To truss this bird, we need 4 to 5 feet of a stout cord. We now sell a hemp cordage, which is perfect for this. This is for a chicken. If you're doing a turkey, you're going to need, say, 6 to 7 feet. To truss this bird, we're going to start off with it on its stomach. We've got the neck here. I want to take the center of our cordage and I'm going to wrap it around the neck and pull it back. I'm going to flip this over. Take that string and we're going to bring it out so it comes up underneath between the wings and the legs. I've got the strings around the legs here. I'm going to come up underneath the ends of the drumsticks. I'm going to pull that around and we're going to put a half hitch right here and bring these two legs together so that they cross. Now, I'm going to make this fairly tight, but not too tight. If I draw this so tight, I won't be able to do what I need to do later. Let's finish this knot out with a square knot. There we are. Next, let's flip the bird over. We're going to do a quick overhand knot over the back, and then come back around to our neck again. Cross both strings under it and do a quick square knot here at the back. Let's take care of the wings next. We need to tuck these wings in to keep them from flopping around and burning. Here's the elbow of the wing and the knee. We're going to put this elbow up underneath the string here, right in front of the leg. There we are. That'll keep the wing in nice and tight. Let's do this on the other side. This is why we didn't make the string too tight, but it still needs to be tight because the bird's going to shrink down and this will get looser as we go. And now let's take care of these final little wing tips here. We don't want them to burn. We're going to stuff them down inside so that they don't burn. Just take them, tuck them down in that leg joint. Now everything is all nice and tight. One last thing for this bird is a hanging string. We're going to take this string, we're going to put it up through the cavity and up around our legs here. And we can just do a real quick loop around here like that. That will hold that up. Now we've got a double strength of cordage so that our bird can hang. It's hanging breast down. So we have 3 different choices for these birds. This one we've made to hang on a string. This turkey we've got put on the spit for our tin kitchen. And our third choice would be to put this on a rotisserie, like our rotisserie set that goes with our heavy-duty fire set. The thing to remember about using it on the rotisserie with the fire set is that these birds should go beside the fire, not directly over the fire. If you have it directly over the fire, all the drippings from the bird go directly into the fire, and you can't capture them for basting, and it cooks too fast. So you want that bird off to the side where you can catch the drippings, and it'll cook slowly and better without burning. I've seasoned our birds well with salt and pepper. I'm also going to put some butter in the bottom of this that we'll use for basting. I'm also going to hang our chicken. I've tied a series of knots in the string so we can adjust its height. I'm also placing a drip pan underneath with some butter in it to catch the drippings so that we can baste the bird as it cooks. We need a nice healthy fire for this, one that puts out a lot of horizontal heat. This fire is going to need to be kept up the entire time that these are cooking. To start, we're going to need to keep these birds about 12 inches from the fire so that they don't cook too fast. You can go ahead and prepare other dishes while these birds are baking. You'll want to make sure this one continues to rotate, so you can give it a spin every couple of minutes. That's all it takes to get that going. And your turkey, you should rotate, a quarter of a turn every 10 or 15 minutes. While these birds are roasting, we're going to baste them from the drippings in our pan. You may find a bird that's hung like this doesn't cook well on the top half. You can try inverting the bird, or such as we've done here, where we've sort of made him hang horizontally, and that'll help you get the other end cooked properly. After a few hours, you'll want to flour the bird. This will help crisp the skin, and I'm going to keep on basting. We've been cooking both of these birds 3.5 hours, and you can see how much faster the turkey is cooking inside the tin kitchen. I'm very amazed. The turkey's actually more done than the chicken that's hung by the fire because of the reflecting that the oven has done. If you think your bird is about done, you need to stick a nice sharp knife, into the thickest part of the thigh and see if the juices flow clear. And that'll give you a good idea. To be really sure, you should really use a meat thermometer. Stick it into the thickest part of the bird, and it should read 165 degrees. I hate to disappoint you, but I'm not going to sample this food right now. We're going to wait till we put this all together in a grand feast. In our next episode, we'll pick up where we left off and do the wonderful bread stuffing recipe from Amelia Simmons' cookbook. If you're new to our channel, I really want to welcome you. You can subscribe to our channel. You can check out our website or request a print catalog. I want to thank you for joining us today as we savor the flavors and the aromas of the 18th century.